Hi, hello. Welcome back to the Bitter to Better podcast. Today we are talking about beware of the lazy dater. Um, I just have some short and sweet words today. This was inspired by, I know this episode was inspired at this point, maybe a couple of months ago, from a client conversation, but it's not, it's a common experience. So it's a episode that needs to happen, which is, sorry, lopsided. Um, Beware of the lazy dater. And what I mean is a guy who doesn't date well, but women will continue to accept scraps and take what they can get. Um, a lazy dater in my book is defined as, well, it's defined as a guy who's not doing much in the dating realm, but wants your time and energy and company, right? And guys who oftentimes fit the profile or can fit the profile of a lazy dater are particularly good looking guys or guys who have financial abundance or have a lot going for themselves in terms of the qualities that a woman may be looking for, right? So these guys tend to not have to try hard to get women to show interest in them, particularly if he's good looking and financially abundant and has some of these other great qualities and traits, then the women tend to come to him. And so he has the more of the ability than the average guy to not put in that much effort. I am here to say to women, to say to you, to just beware of such guys. I want to be clear. I'm not saying beware of good-looking guys or guys with money or anything like that. I'm saying beware of the guys who are not giving what you need in the dating experience and but yet they want to keep taking your time and energy, right? Because this just leads to disappointment, hurt feelings, anger, stuff like that. So don't accept scraps, don't take what you can get. But oftentimes this happens because women feel like, oh my gosh, he is a good catch because he's good looking or he has money or I like that he does X, Y, and Z. But here's the thing. If you are looking to date for partnership, then you want to beware of a guy who's just dating for companionship. And I want to be clear, companionship is important and a necessary part of finding a partner and being with someone. But companionship alone is one thing and partnership is another thing. Companionship, having a good time with someone, enjoying their company, liking to go out with them, liking to be in their presence is great. But if you're talking about wanting to partner with someone, then you're looking at things around how we might run a household together, how we parent children, what our life goals are, like what are we talking long term, how we each keep a house, all of these things that matter when you're building a life with someone, which goes beyond companionship and wanting to spend time with them, right? And so, a lazy dater can be a great friends with benefits. I want to be clear. If you have your expectations in order of what a friends with benefits and FWB relationship would look like, someone to spend time with, sleep with, have a good engage with, right? But not having partnership expectations of them or committed expectation, monogamous, committed expectations of them. Okay. Um, unless you guys decide to be monogamous friends with benefits, but like not be partners. I feel like that could be a trickier line. But my point being, so he might be good looking, you might be very attracted to him, but the expectation shouldn't be that we're necessarily going out on dates or that we're having these in-depth conversations about expressing our feelings or any of that. And I want to be clear, some of those things absolutely may happen. You guys may happen to have a relationship like that where you do express these emotions. Maybe you do go out on a date at times as well. But what I'm saying is that can't be the expectation of a friends with benefits relationship. And so a lazy dater might be a great friends with benefits if you're just enjoying spending time with him, hanging out at your house, his house, whatever, but you're not expecting the going out on dates, really getting to know each other, trying to, understand if you can pair well together or have a future together. So I'm just sitting here saying that you need to be aware of what your needs and desires are and what your goals are in dating and partnership so that you are spending your time and energy in those relationships, meaning in those type of dating relationships, and not spending your time and energy in a with a lazy dater, where you're hoping and wanting and expecting certain effort in dating with him, and you're not getting that because that's going to set you up for disappointment. And it is your responsibility to yourself to withdraw your time and energy and effort and attention away from a dating relationship or a relationship with a guy that is not suiting you. It's not his responsibility or on him. It is ideal that he would be very clear and be like, hey, I'm a lazy dater. I'm not going out on dates. I don't want to date, but I want to hang out with you, or I want to sleep with you, or I want to spend time with you, or I want your attention and energy and time. And then you can be like, make an informed decision and decide, okay, that works for me or that doesn't. But that oftentimes does not happen. And you are put in a position to protect yourself. So, I just wanted to kind of put out this PSA of beware of lazy daters. When I was having a conversation with the client, I remember like my thought being like, "Oh yeah, he's a lazy dater. He's breadcrumbing you. He's giving you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but you're sitting here finding yourself discontent with that experience, right?" And what oftentimes happens is women will be discontent with the experience, still engage with the guy, and hope for and continue to expect what he hasn't been giving you, and maybe has told you he won't give you, or has at least shown you what he won't give you. And that's really the important one. What is a person showing? What are they showing? So I'm here to say to beware of that. So you may feel you have a good catch because the guy is really hot. You may feel you have a good catch because he has all this wonderful earning potential or is earning. You may think he's a great catch because he's checking off other qualities that you like about and that you want in a partner, but yet he is not giving you that engagement and dating experience. He's not, whatever, whether it's he doesn't want to take you out on dates at all, whether he's not showing up to them, whether he doesn't follow through, he's not reliable or doesn't follow through on what he says he's going to do, whether he sets a date and then wants to change it to a Netflix and chill, whether he's just doesn't treat you kindly or respectfully. Any of these things where you're like, oh, but he has this, and this. But is he like dating you well? Is he treating you well? Is he showing signs of being a good partner to or with you based on your ideal partner list? So this is just very important to pay attention to because we can get blinded by all sorts of things that are important to companionship and attraction, stuff like that, but they're not the end all and be all. They're not the only things that matter in terms of partnership. So simply this, beware of the lazy dater.